Hello, I'm Tony Lofthouse. I'm Chief Executive Officer of Thundelarra Limited, and Thundelarra is an exploration company focusing on gold and copper, mainly in Western Australia, but we also have assets in the Northern Territory. Red Boar has been the main target of exploration for Thundelarra in the last 3-4 years. That followed the acquisition of 90% of the project, and our free carried interest joint venture partner has 10%. We started re-drilling in 2014 there and came up with some excellent results. And the main interest because of Red Boar is its proximity to DeGrussa's mine, the DeGrussa mine owned by Sandfire. The copper and gold that they produce there is something in the order of 65,000 tonnes of copper a year, and 30,000+ ounces of gold a year come out of that mine, and it's very high grade. It is less than 300-400 metres from our tenement, and the deepest development at DeGrussa, the Conductor 5 deposit at 600-650 metres vertical, is less than 200 metres from our tenement. We have a granted mining licence there that has a 13-year life on it. The current mine life for Sandfire is about 4 to 4.5 years, I think, is their last report. So it is really interesting to get Sandfire to look at the ground that we have there. It is not dead. The deep holes we've done have shown that we still have potential at Red Boar. On the 19th of June, Sandfire and Thundelarra announced that they had reached an agreement where Sandfire can earn up to 75% of Red Boar, which would then leave us with 15%, Sandfire 75%, and Richmond 10%. But to get to that 75%, they have to give us $1.5 million of Sandfire shares, have to spend at least $1.5 million on exploration within 18 months, and they have to prove at least 30,000 tonnes of copper or copper equivalent, which is JORC compliant, in order to get that 75%. I should also add that that deal is predicated upon a preemptive right that the existing joint venture party has. So by the end of July, that preemptive right period will have expired, and he may or may not have exercised it, but even if he does exercise, he is still committed to the same terms, which means that we have $1.5 million cash coming into the company, plus $1.5 million of exploration, and again he has to outline 30,000 tonnes of copper to earn the 75%. This is very exciting for Thundelarra moving forward, because it means that we can focus on gold at Garden Gully with all our cash. Meanwhile, Red Boar continues to be explored using somebody else's cash. They have spent approximately $10 or $12 million exploration at Monty to outline the resource at Monty, and to do the same at Thundelarra's or at Red Boar, the $1.5 million they're committed to is just a drop in the ocean. We don't have to spend a single cent on that ground again, because they have to get 30,000 tonnes of copper, and to get that so that they can put it through the DeGrussa plant, we are free carried right through to production. At the moment at Red Boar there is a small resource. We have 90% of that small resource. It's not big enough for us to mine alone. Whether or not Sandfire would choose to mine it, I find questionable, but they'd need to own the ground first to do that. So what we have now is 90% of a small resource, which the market is discounting as worth just about zero, I believe. I would much rather have 15% with no outlay of cash of a 30,000 tonne resource with cash flow moving forward than 90% of nothing. So we haven't given away the prize for next to nothing. What we've done is opened up the possibility that we still believe exists at Red Boar to Sandfire's exploration capabilities and all the knowledge they have of all the ground surrounding us. Our principal shareholder is Ragged Range, which is our founder and chairman, Phil Crabb. He holds about 55 million shares, which is roughly in the order of 13% of the company. Phil's holding and other parties who've been associated with Phil for many years mean that we have a top 20 that controls about 40% of the company, and that is sticky. So there's maybe 60% free float in the company. We have a total of roughly 3,200 shareholders, but a lot of people have been holding stock for a long while from much higher prices. All of Thundelarra's shareholders include the board, the management, and the team in the office as well. We all hold shares. They've all been bought on market or through rights issues or share purchase plans or shortfalls. So we've all put good money into the company. We have skin in the game, which we believe is absolutely vital if you're going to look at a company. You need to know that the management's interests are aligned with that of every other shareholder who's paid good money to get stock in the company. There is no doubt that in the last 6 months or so the liquidity in the company has declined, which to some degree reflects the lack of activity in some of the sectors at the moment and the market overall. We have undertaken a new marketing program just recently and have just opened up a Twitter account as well at Thundelarra. We hope that that will be the first step towards improving the level of market awareness of what Thundelarra is doing and to get the message spread much more widely. From where we are today, which is early July 2017, the expiry of the preemptive offer period for the Red Boar offer from Sandfire is towards the end of July, so I would expect that once that's completed, they acquire all our data as per the agreement, look at it all with their data together, and hopefully start exploring aggressively at Red Boar by late August, so you'll see results coming through in September, October. We also should point out that even if they hit something of substance that the market likes, we still hold 90% of that until they've proved up 30,000 tonnes of copper.